ibaklay sa dalan, sa park maghugyaw ta.
Ug kung gutumon ka ay kabala ka, daghang makaon lingi bisan asa. May lechon pas kadalanan, gidalit ka nato sa atong panggamanan.
Sa atong panggamanan. Digos Señota, we're in the city of choice. Digos Señota, malipay magsadya.
Bisag uyugon pa sa panahon,
Di yun mahadlok kay nagkahukong. Sadya Digos Seño, itodo ang pahiyo. Dali na manglaan ta, dali na magkuyog ta, magsadya tang tanan sa araw ng Digos. Makikanta ta sa banda, dali na magkihan ta, magsayaw-sayaw ta sa araw ng Digos. Digos Señota, we're in the city of choice. Digos Señota, maglibay magsadya.
bisag uyugon pa sa panahon,
Di yun mahadlok kay nagkahukong. Sadya Digos Seño, itodo ang pahiyo. Dali na manlaag ta, dali na magkuyog ta, magsadya tang tanan sa araw ng Digos. Makikanta ta sa banda, dali na magkihat ta, magsayaw-sayaw ta sa araw ng Digos. Digos Señota.
anianaw sa banglaing higayon, diin kitang tanan magtigom-tigom, managlahing gigikanan, usara ang padulngan, usara nga dakbayan.
Dinhi sa Digos ang tanan naghudya ka, puro lang pahiyom ang imong makita. Nagkadaiyang kalingawan, gasa ka nato nga angay ang bingan. Digos Señota, we're in the city of choice. Digos Señota, maglipay magsadya.
Bisag uyugon pa sa panahon,
Di yun mahadlok kay nagkahukong. Sadya Digos Seño, itodo ang pahiyo. Bisan unsa pa ang imong istorya, bisan unsa pa ang gidala-dala, isuroy lang na higala. Ibaklay sa dalan, sa park maghugyaw ta.
ug kung gutumon ka ay kabala ka, daghang makaon lingi bisan asa. May lechon pas kadalanan, gidalit ka nato sa atong panggamanan.
Sa atong panggamanan. Digos Señota, we're in the city of choice. Digos Señota, maglipay magsadya.
Bisag uyugon pa sa panahon,
Di yun mahadlok kay nagkahukong. Sadya Digos Seño, itodo ang pahiyo. Dali na manglaan ta, dali na magkuyog ta, magsadya tang tanan sa araw ng Digos. Makikanta ta sa banda, dali na magkihan ta.
The inaugural session of the 9th City Council is now called to order.
ang magiliw, di naman ang alam ng puso, sa dinig mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuwinda ng mag-ibig, sa panlulupi, di ka masistigil, sa lagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa dami pamata, pagnilagang tula, tawin sa kanya'y pinamahal, ang isa pang watawat, ngunit tagumpay na nagtitingin, ang bituin na taraw niya, kailan pang naging luha ng araw na bakit pagsinta. Langit sa piling mo, ang hiligaya na magmamahal na rin sa'yo. Hindi ko malamang siya na Digos, inasa ka sa Diyos. Ibutang ka sa pusa na, ilan sa mga ibig na hanggang siyang nasa pintura. Sa Igumaka mo Digos, kadunganan kanimu akong nakapo. Ilang ulan siyang hiling lalawin, alam doon na sila sa tanah. Nakalimut na tawa, ako ang nakaroon. Di kaya mo Inusenyo, magpumbang na ng kalipan, kalinaw na pusa. Patong matagang naman pinahangin sa panakiusap, at magamot ang tanah. Ang sa gulawin ko, ang sabi na Inusenyo, magpumbang ka na ng kalipan, kalinaw ka ng pusa. Patong matagang naman pinahangin sa panakiusap, at magamot ang tanah. At magamot ang tanah.
Madam Secretary, please call the members of the 9th City Council.
Vice Mayor Johari Banya, presiding. Councilor Idi Cadilig, Sr.
Present.
Councilor Edmond Humawan, Jr.
Present.
Councilor Lisa Cagas.
Present, Madam.
Councilor Millennium Garcia.
Present.
Councilor Nonito Llanos IV.
Present.
Councilor Simber Latasa.
Here.
Councilor Michael Latasa.
Present.
Councilor Nestor Aldegar Jr.
Present, Madam.
Councilor Edgar Davo.
Present.
Councilor Ferdinand Canastra.
Present, Ma'am.
Councilor Juanito Morales.
Present.
Councilor Linda Regidor. Councilor Lulimer John Igos. Mr. Presiding Officer, all members are present.
The chair hereby declares the existence of a quorum.
Proceeding to the business of the day, Section 52A of the Republic Act 7160, otherwise known as the Local Government Code, provides that on the first day of the session, immediately following the election of its members, the Sangguniang shall, by resolution, fix the day, time, and place of its regular sessions. But before that, we will listen to the messages of the members of the council as well as the city mayor. May I request Mr. Eugene Makutin to facilitate the call of the speakers.
Suspend. I move to suspend the rules, Mr. Chair.
So, no more, wala pa tayo rules.
Hindi suspend. Good afternoon. The Sangguniang Panlungsod is the legislative body of the city government of Digos, being a component city of the province of Davao del Sur. Throughout the years of exercising its mandate, this institution had been instrumental in the passage of resolutions and enactment of ordinances which led to the development of what Digos City has become today. Today, we celebrate another milestone in the history of the Sangguniang Panlungsod as we welcome the birth of the 9th City Council. And for that, can we give this institution a warm round of applause, please? To mark the opening of the 9th City Council, our city officials will deliver their inaugural addresses. We shall begin with our ex-officio members of the Sangguniang Panlungsod, followed by the newly elected and re-elected officials of the Sangguniang and the Vice Mayor and the City Mayor. To begin with, may I call on our first ex-officio member, ex-officio member of the Sangguniang. During the 8th City Council, she was the chairperson of the Committee on Indigenous Peoples and Muslim Affairs. Please welcome the Honorable Linda E. Regidor, our Indigenous Peoples Mandatory Representative.
Maayong hapon sa tanan natong mga kaubanan, maayong hapon Vice Mayor Attorney Johari Gomez Banya.
Afternoon.
My respect to our visionary city mayor Honorable Joseph Portex Cagas, Vice Mayor and Presiding Officer of the City Council Attorney Johari Gomez Banya. To the re-elected and newly elected members of the August body, punong barangay and barangay council officials, department heads in the different offices of the city government, regular and job order employees, SP staff and personnel, our friends from the print broadcast media, my indigenous brothers and sisters who are here us this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, maayong hapon kanatong tanan. First and foremost, I would like to extend my warmest congratulations to our city mayor and city vice mayor for their re-election into office. They are a dynamic duo in governance and public service. Congratulations also to the re-elected and newly elected members of the 9th City Council who I will work with for the next 3 years. I know we are all here for one great reasons, and that is to be the service to the Digos. It is indeed an honor and privilege to stand before you today to express my renewed and full commitment to continue my mandate as the mandatory representative of the indigenous people community of Digos City pursuant number Republic Act number 8371, otherwise known as the Indigenous People Right Act of 1997, which ensure the mandatory representation of the IPs in policy-making bodies and local legislative councils. The same law also recognizes, protect, and promote the right of the indigenous cultural communities within the framework of national unity and development. As the onset, let me express my deepest thanks and gratitude to my fellow brothers and sisters in the IP community for the trust and confidence that they have bestowed upon me. I am grateful for the opportunity that you have given me to continue my journey in public service. Thank you to that all of the chieftain and members of the different tribes, particularly the Bagubo, Tagabawa, for allowing me to lead and bring the voice of the IP community with the primary purpose of nurturing the deepened cooperation and mutual support among our groups. More importantly, I wish to convey my sincerest and heartfelt thanks to our City Mayor, Joseph Portex Cagas, and the City Council headed by the City Vice Mayor, Johari Banya, for the genuine and unrelenting support that they have extended to the IP communities. We dearly acknowledge your support, effort, and assistance, which means so much to the IP communities because we cannot build a solid foundation without strong collaboration and active partnership with the city government. As I step into my second term after my reselection last December 2024, I pledge to continuously promote our distinctive heritage and values and to showcase the cultural tradition and practices of the local indigenous communities. We all know that Digos City is the blessed with the rich cultural identity and heritage, which is depicted through the annual celebration of the Panlungsod Festival, showcasing the IP's ritual and tradition and a display of artifacts and crafts. The Panlungsod Festival, pursuant City Ordinance Number 2022-134, is held every July 17 of each year, which mark the city explicit gesture of recognizing the IP's vast contribution in our cultural origin and tradition. Moreover, I will also ensure that the IP communities will have greater and easier access to healthcare, education, housing, employment, livelihood, programs, and other public services, and to open more opportunities for further growth and development. We also have to continuously recognize the important role of our IP brothers and sisters in the conservation and preservation of the Mount Apo Natural Park, which is declared as a protected area within our ancestral domain. Under my leadership, I will continue to regularly conduct quarterly meetings with the IP chieftain to listen and address all their issues and concerns. This is an avenue where we can openly air our sentiment and provide potential solution to the problems and challenges affecting the IP communities. I will work closely with our chief local officials and government agencies through consultation and dialogues to gather relevant opinions and inputs which are helpful in addressing the needs and concern of our indigenous people. I therefore urge my fellow colleagues in the 9th City Council to collaborate and work with me in crafting and passing measures for the benefits and welfare of our IPs. Let us strive and continue to support policies, plan, and programs that will give due recognition and respect to the IP communities. Let us set aside our political colors and personal differences and work hard for the better goods of our constituent, because I believe that we are stronger if we share common vision, goal, and aspiration. As I continue my journey in public service, it is my fervent prayer that through sound and responsive legislation, I can effectively create a positive impact in the lives of the IP communities by giving what is due to them and what they truly deserve. With the consistent support of our city mayor and the Sangguniang member, I firmly believe that we can still do so much for our IP brothers and sisters as our active partners to further progress and development. In closing, let me inspire you with a quote from Antonio Guterres, UN Secretary General, which says, "Today and every day, the world must stand behind the rights of the indigenous peoples to chart their own future together. Let us safeguard their rights to live in peace and dignity." Thank you, and God bless us all.
Thank you, Honorable Reader. That time, let us hear the message from our Liga ng mga Barangay President in the 7th and 8th City Councils. He was the chairperson of the Committee on Barangay Affairs and People's Participation. Please welcome the Honorable Juanito Morales.
Digos, mayong hapon. My respect to our Mayor and Vice Mayor, sa akong mga kauban kanhi sa 8th City Council, sa mga bagong napili, bago lang napili. Unahon na ko ang pag-ingon nga ang tao, doon ay panahon. Ayaw ninyo sayangi ang inyong panahon nga naa kita karon dinhi karong hapuna. Ayaw ninyo tuguti nga maguba ang imahe sa atong dakbayan sa Digos, pinaagi sa pagbahin-bahin. Timan nga walay laing mo pangga sa dakbayan sa Digos, kundili kitang taga Digos. Nganuman, wala magpasabot nga naata karong hapuna dinhi nga wala tay buhaton. Gituyo sa panahon nga kamoy gibutang, kita'y gibutang dinhi karong hapon na para magpabiling magkahiusa ang katawhan sa Digos nga mopadayong mulambo ngadto sa unahan. Kini nga mga pulong ako naning nasinati sa una pang panahon. Tungod kay this is my 43 years sa LGU bilang kapitan, kauban sa konseho, bilang board member, bilang vice mayor kanhi niadtong 1988, bilang mayor niadtong 1992, pinaagi sa succession when Roger Llanos ran for governor. Dagan ang mga kakulian og pagsulay. Lain-lain ang prinsipyo, lain-lain og baruganan. Usa lang ang akong nakatunan. Kalimtan nato kung sa may differences nato. Humana ang eleksyon, maghiusa ta. Wala tayo butang o pilia sa mga tao para mulingkod lang diri. Ipili ta sa mga tao para sa interes o kaayuhan sa katawhan nga nagpili o nagbutang ka nato diri. Walay personalan, lain-lain man atong tinuhuan, lain-lain na atong prinsipyo, lain-lain na atong partido, apan ang tinuuray nga butang kita, taga Digos. Sa tanan nga naa karon dinhi, media, mga supporters, staff sa atong Vice Mayor, nagkalaling ahensya o laing departamento sa Dakbayan sa Digos. Ako maning gisulti, wala magpasabot. Nga doon ako'y tumong nagupon ang atong panaghiusa. Gusto lang ako ipaabot sa inyo. Salamat kaayo sa gayon, Vice. Nga inyong girespeto akong katungod. Salamat po kang Mayor sa paghatag na kong higayon na mamahimong Vice President sa Dakbayan sa Digos. Salamat sa tanang kapitan nga mito og misalig ka nako. Ang tao may panahon. Ug ang panahon na ay tao. Kita, mao kini, maayong hapon sa tanan.
Thank you, Honorable Morales. Another ex-officio member of the Sangguniang this time is our SK Federation President. In the 8th City Council, he was the chairperson of the Committee on Sports and Youth Development. Please welcome the Honorable Molemir Jan A. Egos.
Ngayong adlaw, Digos City. To our Honorable City Mayor, Mayor Joseph Fortich Cagas, to our Vice Mayor, Attorney Johari Panya, re-elect and newly elected members of Sangguniang Panlungsod, department heads, to all staff, guests, friends, family, and constituents. A blessed day to all of us. First and foremost, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to Almighty God for this new chapter and opportunity to serve. To my family, friends, who have been supported me since in the very beginning, thank you for believing in my ability to lead. Standing before you today as the City SK Federation President is both an honor and great responsibility. These moments celebrate the hope, trust, and dream of our youth here in our beloved Digos City. I still have a vivid memory when I decided to run as SK chairperson of Barangay Aplaya, and later on, elected to become the SK Federation President. Dala ang mga danggos kabatanunan sa atong pinalanggang syudad. Dreams of a more inclusive, empowered, and progressive youth sector. Today, I renew my commitment to bring those dreams into reality. Isip inyong SK Federation President, I will do my very best to serve with integrity, honesty, and compassion. I envision a future kung asa makabatanunan, madungog, matagad, ug ma-involve sa pagtukod sa atong pinalanggang syudad. Bisan daghan ang mga hagit karon, kung dili kita magkaihusa ug magkahugpong sa atong tinuray nga serbisyo, malampasan nato kini ug makabot ang tinuod na kausaban. To my fellow SK officials, let us be the role model on our youth deserve. Atong ipakita nga ang pagdumala dili lang kay titulo o pag-ila, kundi usa ka serbisyo o sakripisyo. Together, let us ignite the spirit of volunteerism, cooperation, and unity. To our local government officials, both re-elect and newly elected, I look forward working with you and creating a program and truly improve the life of our youth in Digos. Today, paningkamutan ako nga magpangulo dili lang sa pulong, kundi sa buhat, dili lang sa plano, kundi sa tinuod nga resulta. Atong ipadayon ang nasugdana. Daghang salamat, ni God Almighty bless us all o grupong Digos. May hapon sa makausap.
Thank you, Honorable Egos, our SKE Federation President. An intermission number will be given by the Digos Choral this time. Let's give them a round of applause, please.
Seryoso makaiba. Ini-ior, siya nang gusto. I-insert lang natin siya, inikabot niya. Perfect.
Before we proceed with another set of our SP members, please allow me to acknowledge the presence of one of the members, a former member of the 8th City Council. Naagid siya karon diri, iyang gituman ang iyang promise nga mo-witness gyud siya sa inaugural session sa 9th City Council. Please welcome the Honorable Concepcion Kadungo. Madam, good afternoon. We now proceed with the inaugural addresses of the newly elected Sangguniang Panlungsod members. The first to give his inaugural address is the former Punong Barangay o Barangay Zone 1, Digos City. To know more about his initial legislative agenda, let us all welcome the Honorable Edgar D. Davo.
Sa akong pagtahod sa atong pinalanggang Mayor Joseph Portitz Cagas, sa atong presiding chair, Vice Mayor Attorney Johari Bania, sa tanang mga bisita, media, tanang elected officials, barangay officials, tanang mga staff, katawan sa syudad sa Digos, maanyag nga kahaponon nga natong tanan. Una sa tanan, akong dakong pasalamat sa atuang gobernadora, Governor Ibon Ronya Cagas, Vice Governor Mark Cagas, sa ilang gihatag nga pagsalig o pagsuporta sa niaging eleksyon. Ug usab pasalamatan ako dako ang Cagas Cares nga grabe og kontribusyon sa among kadaugan. Labi na sa atong Abante Digos as per headed by former Mayor Joseph Peñas, sa iyang walay puas nga pagsuporta sa nilabay nga eleksyon. Ako sa pasalamatan ng akong boss, Congressman Claudio Peralta Bautista, uban sa DAM party list, as per headed by Congresswoman Dindi Bautista Lim, sa ilahang dakong suporta sa mga nilabay nga eleksyon. Pasalamatan usab nako akong pamilya, akong pinalanggang asawa, akong mga anak, akong mga pagumangkon, mga kaparintihan, mga higala, sa ilang tinudanay nga pagsuporta o pagmahal kanako. Ako sa pasalamatan ang among grupo, ang GPLG LCD nga nagkahiusa, nagtinabangay gayod sa milabay nga eleksyon, and most especially sa ako ang maayong higala nga kapitan, Barangay Captain Dudong Bukol. Daghang salamat, pre. Sa katawan sa syudad sa Digos, daghan kay salamat. Rest assured nga kami dili mamahimong babag sa kayuhan og paglambo sa atong syudad sa Digos. Busa magtinabangay ta ug magkahiusa kita. Kining tanan dili magmalampuson kung wala ang giya sa atong labaw nga makakagahom. Dili ko ang pinaka-bright, dili usab ako ang pinakabuutan. Pero walay makalupig sa akong kasing-kasing nga moserbisyo sa syudad sa Digos. Balikon ako, daghan kay salamat kaninyong tanan, maanyag kahaponon. God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Davo. Let us proceed to our second SP member. Prior to his election to the Sangguniang Panlungsod, he was a member of the Barangay Council of Barangay Zone 3, Digos City. Please welcome the Honorable Nonitol Llanos IV.
Thank you, sir. The presiding officer of this August chamber, Honorable Vice Mayor Attorney Johari Bania, members of the 9th City Council, department heads, City Government of Digos employees, barangay officials, friends, colleagues, fellow Digosenios, good afternoon. I stand before you today, humbled and with a grateful heart, to deliver my first inaugural address and to begin my service as your new city councilor of the city of Digos, province of Davao del Sur. Niining puntuha, tuguti una ako nga ipaabot ang akong dakong pasalamat unang-una sa atong labaw nga makagagahom. Nga maoy naghatag og kusog nga mahimo ko ninyong sulugoon. Sa akong pamilya nga maoy niunong ug nagbarog uban kanako sa panahon sa kalisdanan nga akong gilatas. Sa akong team nga walay puas nga pagtabang og pagsuporta kanako, Governor Yvonne Ronya Cagas ug Vice Governor Mark Cagas nga maoy miagak nagpangga ug mihatag og dakong suporta kanako. To former Mayor Joseph Peñas and Congressman Claudy Peralta Bautista for the moral support. Sa akong mga higala, kaparyentihan, may Cagas team, COs, ULs, ug tanang katawhan sa tibuok syudad sa Digos, akong ipaabot ang akong mainitong pagpasalamat sa inyong tanan nga anaa ako karon sa inyong atubangan tungod sa inyong makabungog nga suporta sa milabay nga piniliay. Ang akong kadaugan usab kaninyong tanan. For the past months, I embarked on this journey with the support of some significant people in this room and in the community. Your trust and confidence have brought me to his humble position. And I am deeply grateful for the opportunity to present you this journey fueled by your belief in me has reinforced my understanding of the responsibility that comes. With this position, our city faces unique challenges and opportunities. We have seen the resilience of Digosenios during recent difficulties, and we have also witnessed the potential for growth and innovation that lies within our community. As your counselor, I pledge to prioritize the following: enhance public safety, working closely with the local police and community leaders. We will strengthen our efforts to maintain a safe and secure environment for all residents. Economic empowerment, supporting local businesses, promoting tourism, and creating opportunities for job growth will be essential in fostering a thriving economy. Accessible health care, ensuring that quality health care services are available and affordable to all Digosenios, especially those in marginalized communities. Education and youth development, investing in our schools, providing resources for students, and empowering our youth to become productive members of society. Good governance, maintaining transparency and accountability in all our actions. Ensuring that every Digosenios has a voice in our city's development, my commitment is not just to address those issues, but to address them with a sense of urgency, collaboration, and a deep understanding of the needs of our diverse communities. I believe in the power of partnership, and I will actively seek input from all stakeholders, residents, business owners, community organizations, and fellow public servants to find the best solutions for our beloved city. Let us work together to make Digos a city that is not just a great place to live, but a beacon of progress and prosperity in Mindanao. Let us build a city where every Digoseño has the opportunity to thrive. Let us build a community founded not just on laws, but on love, not just on structure, but on service, not just on promises, but on actions. Leadership is not about being above others. It is about walking beside them. So let us walk this journey together with courage in our hearts, faith in our steps, and unity in our purpose. To our Mayor, Mayor Joseph Portich Cagas, kami sa Team May Cagas, dili mi babag para sa kalambuan ning atong siyudad sa Digos. Kundili kami mosuporta para sa kaayuhan sa katawhan ning atong siyudad sa Digos. Magtinabangay kita o magminahalay kita uban ta sa pag-uswag. May God bless us all. Dagang salamat ug maayong hapon pag-usab ka natong tanan.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's all stand to witness the Honorable Mayor Joseph Portich Cagas.
Thank you, Honorable Vice Mayor 𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄. Please take your seats. To the honorable members of the 9th Sangguniang Panlungsod of Digos City, headed by our Honorable City Vice Mayor 𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄, maayong hapon kanatong tanan. My warmest congratulations on your election as the new stewards of legislation in our beloved city. Your mandate reflects the trust and hopes of the people of Digos, and with it comes a great responsibility to lead with integrity, wisdom, and genuine desire to uplift every Digoseño. As we stand at the threshold of a new chapter for Digos City, let us be reminded that our duty transcends political lines. Though we may come from different parties and perspectives, we are united by one common goal: the progress and well-being of our city and its people. We come from different political colors, beliefs, and affiliations. That is the nature of a democratic society. But let me speak plainly and from the heart. We cannot afford to let politics divide us when the welfare of our people is at stake. Our people did not elect us to argue. They elected us to act. They did not place us in office to protect party interests, but to lift up lives, to bring change, and to build a better Digos City. We started building a better Digos City since 2019. And on my last term, together with 𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄 and more than half of this council, we will continue what we started in 2019. In 2019, we crafted vision and we refined our 10-year comprehensive development plan. All of the developments for Digos City, more or less, are in place. But with also, considering also the 5 members of the new 5 members of this council, I am appealing and requesting and directing the 9th Sangguniang Panlungsod, headed by Johari Banya, to meet for to refine and revisit our city development plan. Incorporated in that plan is the springboard development projects and what we call the triangular development even suggested by the Honorable Morales. With that, I have to reiterate, yes, we may have run under different banners, but now we are under one flag, serving one city for one people, the Digoseños. I humbly appeal to our honorable colleagues in the opposing political parties, let us not allow personal or political leanings to get in the way of real progress. Real progress has started since 2019. And even you, new members of this council, know it from your heart and from your mind. Considering what was happening in so far as development is concerned in Digos City. Talking about governance, yes, for 5 times, Digos City, as evaluated by the DILG, garnered that. It is a testament of leading, serving towards good governance. Insofar as economic development is concerned, from rank 89 in 2019, we improved to rank 2 in the entire Philippines. And we top in the Davao region insofar as cities and municipalities competitiveness index is concerned. For all of the members, let us not vote no simply because the proposal came from the other side. Let us not delay what is good just because it was not our idea. The people of Digos deserve better than politics as usual. Let us work together, not just when it's convenient, but most especially when it is difficult. Because it is in those hard decisions, in those uncomfortable collaborations, that true leadership is tested and true progress begins. Thus, I respectfully appeal to the honorable members of the 9th City Council to enact legislative measures that will support the increase in appropriations for our educational assistance program. In 2019, from 2.5 million, we appropriated, it increased to 26 million. But before this council begins, we already considering that in 2026, we will increase that up to 50 million pesos kung ang atuang panudlanan, kaya sa atong panudlanan. The passage of an ordinance to this effect is not merely an act of legislation. It is a declaration of our unwavering commitment to the youth of Digos. These are our future doctors, teachers, engineers, and leaders. These are young lives now equipped with the wings to rise above poverty because we as a government chose to believe in them, chose to support their dreams. I further urge the August budget to extend its support for the continued funding of our essential social services, including medical, burial, funeral, and other financial assistance programs. We had been giving these services, and we opt to continue we choose to continue delivering these services with your support, so that we may continue to ease the pain, extend lives, and bright light to our fellow Digoseños in their darkest and most vulnerable moments. Moreover, I appeal for your substantial legislative support toward the realization of our strategic springboards of development, which we aim to decentralize growth and generate inclusive economic opportunities across the city. These key initiatives include the development of the Triangle of Ecotourism, Kapatagan, Tres de Mayo, Tawi sa Playa, Goma, and Sinawilan. The construction of the Digos City Development Center, the 21 hectares that we purchased coming from the local fund of Digos City at Barangay Mati. And we, as people of Digos City, will buy another 21 hectares adjacent to this lot. The construction of the development center has started already, and with 3 years in my last term, I am so determined, no? Nga manungkit ta kung dili ka igo ang kwarta sa syudad para mapurma ang atuang Digos City New Business Center, Tourism Center, Trading Center. The establishment of a trading hub in Barangay Tres de Mayo, designed to serve as a catalyst for agricultural commerce and livelihood development. Mao ning gitawag na Mugnara Public Market kay puno na mo ning Nara trees. This lot was donated by the late Sir James Gaisano, and we know for a fact that this lot is under conditional donation. You know? Pinahanglan ato ning butangan o gambalay ato ni develop, otherwise kwaon ni sa mga Gaisano, knowing that this is a conditional donation from Gaisano. With that, with the help of our good Congressman John Tracy Cagas, we will start the 20 million budget for the construction of the multipurpose building. And to this year also, we will construct the 100 million modern fish market from the Philippine Fisheries Administration. All of this funding come from the national government. The construction and enhancement of the Nara Public Market to invigorate local trade and ensure a dignified, efficient marketplace for our vendors and consumer alike. Also, the completion of our Digos City Eco Park and Arboretum, and all of the springboard projects. On my last term, I cannot promise to complete all of those, but you will see, as my colleagues in public service, my sincerest desire to continue and look for ways to complete this project for the next generation to benefit these projects. I'm also considering, I talked with the Honorable Congressman to put up City Hospital in Digos City. And also, one day, as part of our development, master plan for development in Digos City, we will be putting up trade school. Now, I am appealing, not as a city mayor, but your brother in public service. Together, let us leave behind a legacy of unity, of integrity, and of impact. Let this be our shared commitment that when future generations look back on this term, they will say, this was the time when Digos moved forward this was when our leaders worked as one. Daghang salamat ug maayong hapon kanatong tanan.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, our City Chief Executive, the Honorable Joseph Fortich Cagas.
Your kind indulgence, please excuse me. I'm not feeling well actually. Thank you, thank you.
Let's proceed. Our next SP member was also a member of the Barangay Council of Barangay Zone 3. Let us hear, ladies and gentlemen, the inaugural address of the Honorable Edmond Humawan Jr.
Sa atong Vice Mayor, Juhari Banya, sa tanang membro sa Sangguniang Panlungsod 9th Council, my fellow public servants, city staffs, visitors, families, and friends, ang akong pagtahod o pagyukbo kaninyong tanan, mayong hapon. Today marks a new chapter of my life in public service. Sa kadaugan, isip inyong number 2 city councilor, wala na plano ning tanan. Ang ako o ang akong pamilya na sorpresa. Daghang trials, pagsulay nga naagihan. Then I realized nga pagbuot ni tanan sa Ginoong Dios sa atong kahitasan. O responsibilidad, inubanan sa iyang mga maayong plano. Nidaog ta, I will make sure nga ipadayon nako ang pagtabang o pagserbisyo kaninyo. Nilabay na ang eleksyon. To my fellow public servants, my congratulations and respect to you. Let's move on and work together para sa atong pinalangga nga syudad sa Digos. Sa tsansa, sa pagsalig o pagsuporta nga walay pagduha-duha nga gihatag ninyo kanako. Daghang salamat, dili ko kamo pakyason. Ug akong siguraduhon nga ang inyong boses madungog diri sa konseho. Para sa kalambuan o sa serbisyo sa Digosinyo, kani ang inyong amigo, Councilor Edmond Pugi Humawan, ready na mo trabaho. Daghang salamat, mga hapon.
Thank you very much, SP Member Edmond Humawan Jr. Our next SP member is a returnee in the Sangguniang Panlungsod. He was a 3-termer SP member, being a member of the 4th, 5th, and 6th City Councils. Let us all welcome the Honorable Eddie Cadilig Sr.
Salamat kayo, Jean. At tong niagi, murag baga-baga pa akong buhok. Karon, murag wala na yun nabilit. Maayong hapon na tong tanan. Unopposed City Mayor, Mayor Joseph Fortich Cagas, the father of the City of Choice. Our Vice Mayor, nga murag gihapog walay kalaban, Vice Mayor Johari Banya. Parents sa atong Vice Mayor, I would like to acknowledge Mr. and Mrs. Banya. Sir, ma'am, mo ni maestra sa akong asawa. members of the 9th City Council, SP Secretariat, headed by Madam Evelyn Bacongco, Head of Office sa City Government of Digos, akong mga boss, akong kaubang mga trabahante sa syudad sa Digos, members sa media, both print and broadcast, mga bisita, usbon ko maing hapon natong tanan. Maing hapon sad oy. Vox Populi, Vox Dei. The voice of the people is the voice of God. First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt thanks to the people of Digos City for once again placing your trust in me. It is a tremendous honor to stand before you today as your number one city councilor, newly elected in this second round, following my previous 9 consecutive years of dedicated service in this very role. Today marks the beginning of another meaningful journey, one I humbly embrace as your servant, committed to the next 3 years of public service with renewed energy and unwavering dedication. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to my ever-supportive family. Grace, my wife, and my children is here. Our Governor, Governor Ibon Ronya Cagas, our Vice Governor, Vice Governor Mark Douglas IV Chan Cagas, the Cagas Cares, my campaign team, our volunteers, and every individual who believe in our vision for a better, stronger, and more progressive Digos City. Your support has been both humbling and truly inspiring. This victory is not mine alone. It belongs to all of us who stood together, who believe in my platform, and who continue to believe that real progress is possible. And that every voice in our city truly matters. As I step into this responsibility, I do so with full awareness of the challenges we face. Rising living cost, infrastructure needs, and the call for more inclusive development. Yet, I also see a city full of opportunity where public services function effectively. Small businesses are supported, green spaces are protected, and every resident feels safe, heard, and respected. My commitment to you is simple and sincere. I will listen. I will lead with transparency, integrity, and accountability. I will work relentlessly to deliver real solutions, not just words, but results. This council seat belongs to the people of Digos, and I will never lose sight of that. I believe in the power of local government to create real change in our streets, in our communities, in our everyday lives. Let us move forward together across all sectors and backgrounds to build a Digos City we can always be proud of. In the spirit of unity and shared purpose, I look forward to the work together and to serving each and every one of you with honesty, dedication, and responsible leadership. I promise to act, to listen, and to lead with integrity. Thank you once again for this incredible opportunity. Daghan salamat, Digoseños. God bless Digos City.
Thank you very much, Honorable Katinig Sr. The next SB member to deliver his inaugural address is also a returnee in the Sangguniang Panlungsod, having served the City Council during the 5th, 6th, and 7th City Councils. Please welcome the Honorable Millennium P. Garcia.
Kuwasang palingkulon si Paraidi. Mga halangdong opisyal sa atong syudad sa Digos, Vice, akong mga kaubanan na makonsihal, mga lideres sa komunidad, atong mga amigo-amiga sa media, mga kauban akong mga empleyado, og labaw sa tanan akong mga pinalanggang katawan sa syudad sa Digos. Mayong adlaw kaninyong tanan. Una sa tanan, dako na akong mapasalamat sa labawong makagahom atong Ginoo. Sa higayon nga gihatag kanako karon. Usa kini kadakong responsibilidad, katungganan o misyon mao ang pagpangalagad. Sa ako ang pamilya, labi na sa ako ang asawa na sa Grace May March Impas Garcia, nakanunay na naa sa ko ang iliran, usab akong financier. Of course, sa ako ang mga igsoon sa Tropang Garcia, mga kaparyentihan nako, mga leader namo sa mga kaninlaing barangays, sa 26 barangays of Digos City. Of course, sa ko ang grupo sa JBLG LCD. Sa mga MOI Kagas Cares, nagipanguluhan sa tuang Governor Ibon Ronnie Kagas, o Vice Governor Mark Douglas IV Kagas. Mao kini sila ang nagsabak kanako sa panahon na kita naa sa kasub-anan. Gani, dili tinuod ng giingon sa politika na walay tinuod na amigo or amiga. Pero sa bisan sa politikanong kalihukan o pribado, kanunay naa sila. Salamat kaayo Gov. Ibon and Gov. Mark. Dili man tamo matagsa-tagsa og hisgot o ma-mention, pero gikan sa kuang kauyukang kasing-kasing, daghan kayong salamat sa inyong pagsalig o pagsuporta. Kini dili kadaugan sa isa ka tawo, kundi kadaugan sa kadibukang katawhan sa atong pinalanggang syudad sa Digos. Atong paningkamutan nga ang kadaugan mahimong kausaban busa kining adlaw mao ang sinugdanan sa atong tinud-anay na pagserbisyo o paningkamot alang sa mas maayong kaugmaon. Daghang salamat og mabuhay ang katawhan sa atong pinalanggang syudad sa Digos. Thank you and good afternoon.
Thank you, Honorable Garcia. Our next SP member will be serving his second term in this City Council. During the 8th City Council, he was the chairperson of the Committee on Health, Nutrition, and Sanitation. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Ferdinand D. Canastra.
The Honorable Chair, Vice Mayor Attorney Johari Banya, belated happy birthday, birthday boy. My colleagues in this newly convened 9th City Council, the SP Secretariat, headed by Mama Evelyn Bacongco, my family members who are here this afternoon, my beautiful daughters, and of course my son-in-law. My wife is not around because she's attending a awarding ceremony in somewhere. Of course, the members of the local and national media, family members of the present elected officials, other guests, our department heads, barangay officials, barangay captains, other friends, good afternoon and thank you for joining us this momentous occasion. It is deep with humility and profound gratitude that I stand before you today to begin my second term as duly elected member of this highly respected chamber. We gather not just to witness the start of the 9th City Council, but to reaffirm our commitment to our shared vision, the city of choice to live, work, visit, and do business. During my incumbency in the 8th City Council, I am very proud to say and that I am part of the great accomplishments in our various legislations that Digos News can see, the improvements and level up service with Honorable Joseph Fortich Cagas serving his second term as mayor of Digos City. My friends, as we move forward to the next 3 years, as member of this 9th City Council, I am committed to work hard and support the administration for a more improved and better Digos City. Legislative measures needs to be enacted, aligned with our shared vision to address priorities in our local government unit. The flagship programs of Mayor Joseph Fortich Cagas, like more infrastructure implementations, healthcare programs, the scholarship, increase in scholarship program, the agricultural supports, and many others that would strengthen our local economy, bring more jobs, and ensuring public safety. Before I conclude, I would like to take this opportunity to express my heartfelt thanks to all Digosiños who voted me and won last May 12, 2025 election, I would like also to say thank you so much to my family who supported me all the way. My team, Canastra volunteers, supporters, and friends. To end up my message this afternoon, I am calling my colleagues in this newly convened 9th City Council to let us move forward together, unite in purpose, and build a future worthy of the generations to come. Thank you very much, and may God bless us all.
Thank you very much, Honorable Canastra. The next to deliver his inaugural address was the chairperson of the Committee on Public Works, Infrastructure, Housing, Rural, and Urban Development during the 8th City Council. Prior to that, he was also a member of the 4th, 5th, and 6th City Councils. Let's all welcome the Honorable Michael R. Latasa.
Daghang salamat, Sir Eugene Makutin. To the Honorable Mayor, Mayor Joseph Ortiz Cagas. To our Vice Mayor, the Honorable Attorney Johari Banya. My colleagues of the 9th City Council, our SB Secretariat, headed by Ma'am Evelyn Bacongco, our friends from media, barangay officials, barangay captains, my family, my wife and my son is here, head of offices from the city of Digos, kaninyong tanan akong usbon, mayong hapon. First of all, allow me deeply and sincerely to express my heartfelt gratitude to the people of Digos City. Thank you for once again placing your trust in me to serve as your city councilor. To my supporters, campaigners, and everyone who helped in your own ways during my candidacy, daghan kayong salamat. Your trust and belief continue to inspire and strengthen my commitment to public service. To the best of my ability, kutob sa kuang makaya, akong padingkamutan nga dili kamo mapakyas sa akong pagserbisyo kaninyo. Today marks not just the beginning of another term, but the continuation of our journey I have been privileged to walk for many years. This is my second term in my second round, making it my 5th term overall as your city councilor. Almost 15 years of public service. And even now, I carry with me the same sense of responsibility, the same willingness to sacrifice, and the same deep commitment to serve. I remain firm in my support to the programs and projects of our City Mayor, Honorable Joseph Cagas. And I will continue to serve the people of Digos with integrity, humility, and passion. When I was first elected, I promised to serve our city to the best of my ability. Looking back over 15 years ago, I believe I have stayed true to that promise. I have consistently supported key development projects and extended assistance to countless Digoseños facing their daily struggles. The work has not always been easy, but it has always been worth it. Now, with the honor of serving yet another term, I stand before you with renewed energy and a clear goal to contribute further to the growth and progress of our city, especially in improving our economy and enhancing the quality of life of every Digoseño. My journey in public service began behind the scenes. As a private secretary to our former mayor, the Honorable Arsenio Boy Latasa, that experience opened my eyes to the true meaning of governance, service, and sacrifice. Since then, from that humble starting point to where I stand today, I have tried to serve with sincerity and authenticity. And yet, despite my experience, I know I still have much to learn. Bisan naa na ta sa ato ang ikalimang termino, isip inyong konsihal, wala ka na nagpasabot nga kabalo na ta sa tanan. Public service is a never-ending learning process. Every day brings different challenges, different personalities, and different problems. And the solution that worked today might not be the solution needed tomorrow. That is the nature of service. It is dynamic, it is evolving, and it demands constant growth. Being a public servant is more than just holding a title. It is about being willing to sacrifice time, energy, and comfort for the greater good. If sacrifice is the price of genuine service, then I accept it humbly and wholeheartedly. Nakita na ninyo ang pagserbisyo sa bansagong Latasa. As another Latasan continuing this legacy, it is my greatest pride and honor to uphold the values and standard of service that my family has exemplified for our beloved city. Yes, a family name can open doors during elections. But after all these years in office, I firmly believe that the people of Digos have chosen me, not just because of the name I carry, but because of the sincere, consistent service I have shown through the years. To my colleagues in the 9th City Council, I extend my hand in cooperation. Let us work in unity and uphold our shared mandate to serve the people of Digos with honesty, action, and vision. Together, let us be instruments of meaningful change. Once again, from the bottom of my heart, daghang salamat, Digos City, for your continued trust and confidence. I am ready to serve you with everything I have and everything I am. Maayong hapon, padayon sa serbisyo, hugpong Digosenyos.
Thank you very much, Honorable Michael R. Latasa. The next member to give his inaugural message started his stint in the Sangguniang Panlungsod as President of the Sangguniang Kabataan Federation during the 6th City Council. He is now in his second term as regular member of the Sangguniang Panlungsod. He was the chairperson of the Committee on Trade, Investment, and International Affairs during the 8th City Council. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Honorable Nestor J.R. Aldeguer Jr.
Thank you, Sir Yu. To the father of Digos City, Mayor Joseph Fordich Cagas, to our dynamic Vice Mayor, Honorable Attorney Johari Banya, to the esteemed members of the 9th City Council, to the dedicated department heads, to the barangay officials, mga kapitan, mga barangay kagawads nga naakaron, to our valued partners from both public and private sector, to our distinguished guest, to my Kuya J team and staff, to my family, to my supportive mom who is here, my friends, mga kahugpong, mga Digosenyos, once again, maayong hapon kanatong tanan. Today, I'm filled with immense gratitude and profound sense of duty. I thank the people of Digos City for once again placing your trust in me. As I begin my second term as a member of the 9th City Council, this is not just a mandate. It is a blessing from above. It is a blessing from our God. A sacred responsibility that I accept wholeheartedly with a full commitment to serve. As I officially begin my second term as your city councilor, I look back with gratitude on how this journey began. Not in this hall, but in the grassroots as a youth leader. My story in public service started as SK Federation President of the city, a position that shaped my values, challenged my leadership, and taught me that age is never a limitation when your heart is set on serving others. From leading fellow youth to now helping shape the future of an entire city, this journey has been humbling and meaningful. And every step along the way has only been possible because of the continued trust. Salamat kaayo sa inyong suporta o pagsalig. This is not just a victory for me, but a reflection of your belief in the work we've done and goals we still aim to achieve. To the young leaders of this generation, specifically in the city of Digos, I say this: your voice matters, your energy needed, and your ideas can make real change. I challenge you not to wait for the right time to lead. Start where you are now. Lead with integrity and serve with purpose. The path of leadership is not always easy, but it is always worth it when your purpose is rooted in service. To our Mayor, Mayor Joseph Fortich-Cagas, I offer my highest salute to our Mayor and DPS thanks. The leadership of Mayor Joseph Fortich-Cagas has been a guiding light, not only to the executive, but also to us in legislative here. You have shown us what it means to lead with vision, to govern with integrity, and to always put the people first. Salamat kaayo, Mayor, sa imong suporta, mentorship, inspirasyon, gikan paman sa una, hangtod karon. To our Vice Mayor Attorney Johari Banya, Vice, thank you for your steady leadership and your support for the Sangguniang Panlungsod. Your wisdom and your drive for transparency and good governance continues to strengthen the work we do as legislators. Salamat sa imong suporta, Vice, ug panabang gyud in tawon sa among trabaho nga mas mapadali sa Konseho, Vice. Daghang salamat. Digos City holds great promise. We are blessed not only with abundant natural resources, but with skilled, resilient, and passionate people. Our farmers nourish us, educators who mold our future, entrepreneurs who grow our economy, and our frontliners safeguard our well-being. Digos City is growing, and with growth comes a greater responsibility. We now turn a new page under the capable leadership of Mayor Joseph Cagas and Vice Mayor Attorney Johari Banya, leaders who embody integrity, inclusivity, and the spirit of genuine public service. As a proud member of this legislative body, I pledge my full support to their administration. I will work diligently to craft policies and initiatives that uplift lives and promote sustainable development across our beloved city. Digoseños, this is a moment that calls for unity, not division. For decisive action, not hesitation. For bold leadership, not indifference. Public service is not a privilege, it is a commitment to serve with humility, compassion, and purpose. As we move forward together, let us remember, we are not just building projects. We are building future. Let us stand together in support with the vision and leadership of Mayor Cagas and Vice Mayor Banya, as we strive to make Digos City the city of choice to live in, to invest in, to raise a family, and to visit. The work we do today is not for our present. It is an investment in the future in the future generation of Digoseños. So padayon ta mga kihigsuonan, padayon ta sa paghugtong. Mga Digoseño, daghang salamat. Dalaygon ang Dios. Shalom.
Thank you so much, Honorable Aldiger Jr. To give her inaugural address is a Sangguniang Panlungsod member who, during the 7th City Council, succeeded the legacy of her father-in-law, the late Sangguniang Panlungsod member, Gary R. Cagas. Now, she is serving the city government of Digos in her second term as Sangguniang Panlungsod member. During the 8th City Council, she was the chairperson of the Committee on Finance and Appropriation and the Committee on Tourism, Culture and Arts. She is none other than the better half of our beloved City Mayor, Honorable Joseph F. Cagas. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the Honorable Liza M. Cagas.
Thank you, Sir Eugene. Honorable Mayor Joseph Fortich Cagas, Vice Mayor Attorney Johari Banya, fellow members of the 9th City Council, department heads, media practitioners, my staff, SP Cagas staff and employees, I would like to special mention Yaya Cervantes from Marco Turay, Ruid Bacungco, who is responsible for making me chubby. And he is also responsible for exploring me in the media, social media strategist. And Geoffrey Masola, our valedictorian, jack of all trades. No, he's the one responsible for everything. And of course, Gay Shela Balili, versatile in all aspects. So with Ate Joy, Amistad, ug sa tanan ako mga staff, I cannot mention you all. No? Esteemed guest, friends, before anything else, and of course the secretariat, no, Ma'am Evelyn Bacongco, she's about to retire soon. Thank you kayo, ma'am, for being there with us. Friends, my family, my two sons, Lex, Keanu, my grandchildren, Thirdy and Carlene, my sisters who are here, Pilar Scarcha, Josephine Golye, and mga pamangkin nako. Of course, Mama Helen, mga barangay kapitan, barangay kagawad, mga job order workers, and most especially to the people of our beloved city, the city of choice. Good afternoon and warmest greetings to all. Good afternoon, everyone. Today, it is with deep gratitude and a profound sense of responsibility that I stand here before you. I am humbled and once again honored to be chosen by the people to serve as your city councilor for the second term. This renewed trust you have placed in me means it is not just a vote of confidence, but it is also a call for further action. It is a reaffirmation of our shared vision, our united dreams, and our unwavering hope for a better, stronger, and more inclusive city. Serving you during my first term was both a privilege and a learning journey. Every community I visited, every concern I heard, and every solution we work on together has shaped me not only as a public servant, but also as a person. I have seen firsthand the strength, resilience, and aspiration of our people, and this experience has greatly enabled me to continue my passion for public service. As I begin the second chapter of my leadership, I would like to reaffirm my commitment to living my cause, LMC, the Liza Maravillas Cagas cause, a cause deeply rooted in my belief that public service is a second to none, that sustainable development is not a luxury but a necessity. Our city must continue to grow in a way that honors our environment and culture, uplifts every sector of society, and ensures that no one is left behind. This cause is not mine alone. It is part of the larger vision of our respected and visionary leader, Mayor Joseph Fortich Cagas, whose leadership has inspired many of us to think big, act boldly, and dream beyond the present. Under his guidance, we have laid the groundwork for a more livable, progressive, and dynamic city. It is our collective responsibility to see the vision through, to bring it to life, not only with plans, but with action, perseverance, and compassion. As your counselor, I promise to continue to champion laws and policies that support sustainable development, from infrastructure that respect the environment to programs that empower communities economically and socially. But beyond legislation, I am also committed to continuing the personal initiatives that have been close to my heart. One of these is Light My Community, LMC, a project that aims to bring solar-powered lights to the dimly lit areas of our city. This is more than just lighting the streets. It is about creating safer neighborhoods, extending productive hours for our citizens, and reminding every family that even in darkness, there is hope. Another initiative dear to me is Learning My Community, again, LMC. Through this program, we provide school supplies to deserving students and extend much needed support to schools that are struggling. I believe in the transformative power of education. When we invest in our children, we invest in our future. No child should be denied the opportunity to learn because of lack of resources. And no school should be left behind in our quest for quality education. Being a teacher for almost 22 years, this is very close to my heart. This is very personal to me. These projects are simple, but they are rooted in a deep love of community, and a strong desire to make a difference, no matter how small it may be. I know that I cannot solve every problem. I know that change takes time. But I also know that for every small act of service, when done with sincerity and consistency, this can lead to improved, change, and empowered lives for all Digoseños. This new term is yet another beginning, a chance to do better, to reach farther, to serve more. But I cannot do it alone. I need your voice, your ideas, your cooperation, and your continued trust. Together, we can build a city where everyone is seen, heard, and valued. A city that is not only brighter because of solar lights, but brighter because of unity, compassion, and shared purpose. Let me close by once again expressing my heartfelt thanks. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for supporting my cause. Thank you for standing with me then and now again. Let us walk together into this new chapter. We hope in our hearts and determination in our steps. And above all, thank you to our Almighty God. Daghang salamat, padayon kita, may God bless us all, and may God bless our beloved city. Hugpong Digoseños.
Thank you so much, Honorable Liza M. Cagas. The last but not the least Sangguniang Panlungsod member to deliver his inaugural address is the senior among the members of the SP, not because he is now in his senior citizen era, but because he is now in his third term. During the 7th and 8th city councils, he was the chairperson of the Committee on Environment and Natural Resources. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome the Honorable Simber M. Latasa.
Thank you, Jean. Mga iti kong pasaylo sa akong tingog ha, kay regalain po akong lawas. So hopefully, you can still understand kung unsa akong ingnon. To our Mayor, Mayor Joseph Ortiz Cagas, Vice Mayor Johari Banya, our presiding officer, to the members of the 9th City Council, to my staff, SP King Latasa, to our SP Secretariat, to the punong barangays and barangay officials na naadri karon, to the heads of offices, friends and family, good afternoon. First and foremost, I give thanks to our Almighty God for a peaceful election season and for the victory He has graciously gifted me. All of this, every step, every success, I offer to Him, our Lord and Savior. To my family, who have been my constant source of strength, thank you for standing with me through it all. To my father, former Mayor Arsenio Boy Latasa, your wisdom, presence, and belief in me have meant everything. To Isa, thank you for your love, patience, strength, and understanding. To my three boys, Santi, Kiel, and Ino, my little army, my daily inspiration, thank you for reminding me of what is most important. To our campaigners, our Speakers Bureau, everyone who stood with us, whether out front or behind the scenes, thank you. You fought for us when it wasn't easy. You carried our message with pride. And you gave your time, effort, and heart for this cause. Daghang salamat sa inyong tanan. To my staff, thank you for your belief and support and infinite patience. I ask 3 more years of patience and hard work from all of you. To Mayor Joseph Ortiz Cagas, Thank you for your unwavering drive and determination to help us succeed during the campaign. Even though this was supposed to be your time to relax, to step back and enjoy a well-earned break, you chose instead to be on the front lines. Not for yourself, but for all of us. You fought tirelessly. You carried the weight of the campaign, and you did it with heart, humility, and unmatched conviction. The election season was filled with highs and lows, moments of triumph, and moments of doubt. But to be honest, through it all, we never felt the pressure because you chose to carry that burden for us. You led, you rallied, and you stood strong so we could stand tall with you. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, brother. Your selflessness and leadership is truly awe-inspiring. To Vice Mayor Johari Banya, for the constant guidance and leadership. My life as a legislator has been, for lack of a better word, easy with him at the helm of the Sangguniang Panlungsod. Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Digoseños, it has been an honor to serve as your city councilor for the past 6 years. Today, I stand before you as I enter the final 3 years of my tenure in the Sangguniang Panlungsod of Digos City. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the people of Digos City, to my fellow kahugpong, and to every Digoseño who placed their trust in me. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, not just to lead, but to continue what we have begun together. This is a chance to complete the work we started in 2019, a shared vision, a collective mission, alongside our mayor and vice mayor. Together, we laid the groundwork for progress, and together, we will see it through. I remain committed to serving with integrity, transparency, and dedication. Let us finish strong. For Digos, for a future, and for every Digoseño we represent. I was recently watching the valedictory speeches of our honorable senators, and part of the speech from Senator Coco Pimentel struck me deeply. He said, "The Senate is not a place for echo chambers, but for courageous discourse. In diversity, we find democracy's heartbeat." Starting today, I hope that this spirit lives and breathes here in the 9th City Council of Digos. It is no secret that the members of this august body come from different colors. Some blue, some orange, and some green. But let us always remember, once we step into this sacred session hall, we leave those colors at the door. Inside these walls, we wear only one color, the color of Digos City, the color of every Digoseño we pledge to serve. We are not here to serve parties. We are not here to serve personalities. We are here to serve the people, the very people who entrusted us with this solemn duty. Let our debates be principled, our decisions grounded in truth, and our actions guided by the common good. This or that is the essence of democracy. That is the heart of public service. May the laws we pass rescue the poor and the helpless, and deliver them from the hand of the wicked, as it is written in Psalm 82 verse 4. Daghang salamat, padayon ta sa pagserbisyo ug pag-alagad alang sa manuntarong kaugmaon sa atong pinalanggang syudad sa Digos. Mabuhay ang hugpong Digoseños, mabuhay ang Digos City.
Thank you very much, Honorable Simber M. Latasi. Thank you very much, Sangguniang Panlungsod members. Let us proceed to our next official to deliver his inaugural address. Looking back, he began his stint in the Sangguniang Panlungsod as an elected SP member in 2010. With his brand of serving the Digoseños, he was re-elected until he completed his third term in 2019. In that year also, he started to lead the Sangguniang Panlungsod as City Vice Mayor during the 7th City Council. Now, in his third term, he will continue to serve the Digoseños as the head of the 9th City Council. Everyone, please help me welcome the Honorable Vice Mayor Johari G. Banya.
Honorable Mayor Joseph Fortich Cagas, members of the 9th City Council, Mary Lou S. Montefalcon, our CLGOO, the department heads of the offices of the city government and national offices, dear punong barangays present, the office of the Sangguniang Secretariat, personnel and staff, family members, my own mama and papa, and my nephews, visitors, friends, ladies and gentlemen, maayong hapon natong tanan, and welcome to the inaugural session of the 9th City Council. 6 years ago today, I stood in this platform to address you for the very first time as your Vice Mayor, together with also newly minted Mayor Joseph Cagas. We were riding high on the newfound confidence and optimism sweeping our city in the wake of our victorious run in the May 2019 elections. It was a surreal moment for me, unbelieving that at that point in time, I had the rare honor and privilege to possibly shape the future of our promising city, but always believing that we can do it because it can be done. It has indeed been a long journey since July of 2019 until today. Then we began our terms with tragedies, the great earthquakes of October and December of 2019, floods, landslides, and who can forget the global pandemic. Thus, the stage was set for disastrous years ahead. But we already know how the story turned up for our city. With inspired leadership, resilience, and enduring spirit of the Digosenyo, we turned the tables around. From a laggard in the annual National Cities and Municipalities Competitiveness Index in the previous years, our city in 2020 became the most improved component city in the whole Philippines. And by 2024, we have become the second most competitive component city in the Philippines, number 1 in the Visayas and Mindanao, and a consistent Seal of Good Local Governance awardee from 2019. This among all other accomplishments that we have achieved. This has not been a product of coincidence, but a product of coordinated vision that looks far beyond. From planning to execution, your Sangguniang worked tirelessly, hand in hand, with Honorable Mayor Joseph Cagas in our mission to deliver the quality and kind of service never before seen in our city, to ensure that our people will have a better present and a fighting chance for an even brighter tomorrow. For 6 years, since 2019, your Sangguniang delivered in the big way. And for the past 3 years, we passed an annual budget which expanded year on year our allocation for scholarship, medical assistance, and infrastructure, allowing thousands of young Digosenyo dreamers to pursue college education and inch closer to their dreams. People who worry less about medical fees and hospital bills, and public facilities built even in the farthest reaches of our city. We passed the integrated zoning and comprehensive land use plan, which mainstreamed the climate change adaptation and disaster risk reduction analysis, one of the first in our country to do so. A most laborious and technical piece of legislation, it was and is an essential blueprint for present and future development that only a few LGUs are able to comply. It was unduly criticized by some for political ends, but the attacks came from a place of ignorance, as the soundness of its objectives and provisions are beyond reproach. We have the Transport Franchise and Regulatory Ordinance, which rationalized and eased the process of renewal of tricycle franchises, and which provided the legal framework for the operation of electric and carbon-neutral tricycles in our city in the near future. We also have the Digos Halal Development Ordinance, which taps into the potential of domestic and international halal trade and aims to position Digos as a center for halal in Davao region, thus providing more job opportunities for our people. We also passed the Digos City Public-Private Partnership Ordinance to leverage private sector expertise and capital, deliver public infrastructure and service without cost to the city's treasury. We passed the landmark Human Rights Defenders Protection Ordinance and social legislation like Zero Late Registration Ordinance, a concrete expression of our commitment that every Digoseño must have the right to recognition, one of the guaranteed and protected rights under the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Because of our initiatives in promoting human rights, Digos was one of only 3 LGUs in the Philippines awarded no less than by the United Nations Joint Program on Human Rights in 2023. In the last days of the 8th City Council, we passed the much anticipated Digos River Watershed Protection, Management and Conservation Ordinance, which provided the legal framework to secure our water sources for the present and future generation. But perhaps one of the more remarkable achievements, and I thank our SP Secretariat for this, is the completion of the codification of all ordinances of the Sangguniang back from when Digos became a municipality in 1949 until 2001 to 2022 by the Sangguniang Panlungsod, the first to do so in the entire province and one of the few in Davao region to codify such a broad range of ordinances and resolutions. With such exemplary performance, your Sangguniang richly deserve being the #1 Sangguniang Panlungsod for component cities in the entire Davao region and among the 15 best performing city councils during the 2023 National Local Legislative Awards. But of course, we have a lot to do moving forward. We do not rest because having these awards meant nothing for so long as there are Digoseño families who experience hunger and for so long as there are dreams cut short by the lack of access of education. For so long as those living in public barangay resettlement areas live in constant fear of being evicted for voting according to their conscience. For so long as there are people who do not feel safe in our city, especially our children. For so long as we have not strategized against climate change vulnerability. For all the good that we have done so far, we will not stop outdoing ourselves in the name of service. Because we have the resources, we have the mandate, and we must be accountable for so long as not everything in the city is all right. As your Vice Mayor and Presiding Chair, we shall hit the ground running. The first resolution, which shall be filed in our first regular session, is a resolution calling for the composition of the technical working group for us to enable the passage of our climate action ordinance, to lay our strategies and actions to address climate change to address climate change at the local level. The 9th City Council shall continue to scrutinize our annual budget to ensure that budget for educational, medical, and livelihood assistance and other social services are increased from the previous year to expand the footprint of our frontline services to a larger number of people. We have to be constantly on guard to adopt the best legislative measures to promote peace and order, especially the problem of gangsterism impacting the lives of our youth in some of our schools. We shall address the insecurity of shelter of those living in public resettlement sites by passing an ordinance to ensure that the beneficiaries obtain titles or at least tax declarations to their lots purchased by people's money. We shall continue to hear out the clamor of our people in the agricultural sector. We shall ensure that the city government's program of seed dispersal, mechanization, and other assistance is allocated more budget, and that we provide the legal framework for the development of agricultural tourism in Kapatagan to add value to the agricultural sector in the area and provide more jobs for our people. Finally, we shall work to explore sources of revenue to raise our city's income without necessarily burdening our people, so that we may have the funds to be able to start either or both Mayor Joseph Cagas's and our city's dream projects, our own city college and city hospital. This, my friends, my colleagues in the Night City Council, shall be the hallmark legislations to be expected of us for the next 3 years. But my friends, it takes more than the passing of laws in this hallowed hall to say that we have fully served our people. The process of responding to the needs of our people should bring us out to where they are. We have to seek every Digoseño in the streets, in the alleys, in the byways of our city, out in the fields, sa ilahang mga kaumahan. We have to cross rivers, climb mountains, look for them in the margins of our society, find them sa ilahang mga Pinoy-anan, sa mga barong-barong ug sa mga payag, in their ramshackle existence, sa ilahang kawadon, sa ilahang kalisod. Feel the earth in their hands, smell their sweat, and hear their stories in order to understand the depth, magnitude, and urgency of their situation. Then see the divide between you and them, between us and them, because that gaping distance is what we are in service for. Let us disabuse ourselves of the idea that this is a position of power, because this is a platform of pure, unmitigated service, of giving ourselves totally, completely, for those who have much to lose than those who have little to gain. I have seen real service in the peripheries of people giving everything that they can for others. One of them is a story of Momot Malinaw. Nobody knew him except a few of us. He was a friend of mine. In December of 2011, after Sendong killed thousands in Cagayan de Oro and Iligan, I, together with the members of the Digos joggers, led a relief effort for the victims. Momot was the first to come forward. He knocked at my office and gave 6 sardine cans. And he said, "Sorry, kay maurag yun ang akong mahatag, sir." Momot had nothing. He was a scavenger, mga ngalakal ug basura. He wore tattered clothes. He smelled of garbage and his hands were dirty when he gave his donation. Nobody knew him. Nobody expected him to give, but he gave all he can. Anyway, I was in my first term as city councilor then. And at that very moment, I felt ashamed of myself to call myself a public servant. I have never forgotten that lesson in humility, service, and honesty. And I promise to tell this story one day. Yet, Momot's story of self-giving is far too common in our city, especially among our job order employees, many of whom are working more than we pay them. Thus, every time we miss a session or a committee meeting for no valid reason, shame on us. Think of our Senro garbage collectors, street sweepers and OSIM workers who wake up before the break of dawn while we are fast asleep to clean our streets and flush dirt in the canals of our palengke. When we prefer to be somewhere we only knew, rather than in our offices to face our people, shame on us. Think of the traffic enforcers who are out in the street in the heat of the day or in the cold rain. Let us be reminded that these stories of self-sacrifice before we run away and turn our backs from somebody seeking assistance for medical bill. Ahoy bisan din, alunisan now as we call them, waving a reseta, fake or not. If we have nothing to give, we can always give our time, even to say no. We were voted by thousands of Digoseños who in faith and hope believe we can deliver. We should be what we told the people what and who we were when we campaigned to be in the position we find ourselves now. Kugihan, matinabangon, maluluyon, manggihatagon, labi na sa kabus. Let us give ourselves in the service of our people, knowing that there shall be a time of reckoning and a time to let go when our time is up. This is not a permanent state, but a moment in time. So precious that only a handful will, in the entire history of our city, will be given a chance. So that whenever the story of Digos is told, let it be that it has become a better place because of us. Because there was us. In my final term as your Vice Mayor, I promise to give my heart and my soul and nothing but my very best. To God be the glory. Mabuhay ang Digos.
Once again, our City Vice Mayor, Honorable Johari G. Banya.
For the main agendum in today's session, it will be presented by Honorable Michael Atasa.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Mr. Chairman, I now move for the approval of a resolution fixing the date, time, and place of a regular session of the 9th City Council of Digos. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that the regular session of the 9th City Council be held on the month.
Mr. Chair, may I mention the day?
Yes.
The day, time, and the place?
Yes, please.
The day is every Monday of the week at 2 o'clock in the afternoon at the Digos City, Sangguniang Panlungsod Session Hall.
Once again, there is a motion, which motion has been seconded, to hold our session every Monday of each week at 2 p.m. at the session hall. Discussion. Amendment.
Mr. Chairman, I move to amend my previous motion to include all members present as co-authors of this resolution. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Any objection? The chair hears none, considering that all members are co-authors. The resolution setting the date, time, and place of the regular session of the 9th City Council is deemed unanimously approved.
The last item, the adjournment.
I move to adjourn, Mr. Chair.
Any objection? Chair hears none. The inaugural session of the 9th City Council is hereby adjourned.
naghudya ka, puro lang pahiyom ang imong makita. Nagkadahiyang kalingawan, gasa ka na to nga angay ang binga. Digos Senyo Tower with the city of choice. Digos Senyo Tower, maglipay magsadya.
Bisa kuyugon pa sa panahon.
Di jud mahadlok kay nagkahupong. Sadya Digos Senyo, itono ang pahiyo. Bisan unsa pa ang imong istorya, bisan unsa pa ang gidala-dala, isuroy lang na higala. Ibaklay sa dalan, sa park maghugil ta.
Ug kung gutumon ka ay kabala ka, daghang makaon lingi bisan asa. May lechon pas kadalanan, gidalit ka nato sa atong panggamanan.
Sa atong panggamanan. Digos Senyo Tower in the city of choice. Digos Senyo Tower, maglipay magsadya.
Bisa kuyugon pa sa panahon.
Di jud mahadlok kay nagkahupong. Sadya Digos Senyo, itodo ang pahiyo. Dali na manglaan ta, dali na magkuyog ta, magsadya tang tanan sa araw ng Digos. Makikanta ta sa banda, dali na magkiat ta, magsayaw-sayaw ta sa araw